yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Locke again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, Locke's going to throw. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd and goal, Locke. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Phillip Lindsay, his 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. Extra point from McManus is good, and that trims the lead down to 9. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Chubb with a 1st down carry as he'll get about 3 out of it. Make it 2nd and 7 coming up. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw, Mayfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
First down, Cleveland.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
After the turnover, here's Locke. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
All right, T, let's take. All right, T. Shift.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block.
And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. So that'll back him up 5. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
We got 4. We got 4.
They run it again with Chubb. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, put a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Check. Alert, 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 alert. Recon, 152 fighter. Under 10, under 10.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
You got tight. You got tight right there. Check 43. I got it.
2nd and 5 now. Mayfield. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. They'll try and run it here. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Alpha.
Block again here on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That's a gain of 7.
And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 45-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 45.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. Here's Locke. Trying to lay one up deep. This is caught. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. McManus's point after is good. And this is back to an 8-point game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started.
Regular. 36. Shift. Watch the shift. General West. Check three. Hey, alert 33.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
45.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's a right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground. I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A big play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option, and this is incomplete.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
Third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe first or second, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points.
Yeah.
But I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
The Browns drive about to get started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And again, it's Chubb. And an alley to run. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Watch out, watch out. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And look at this, it's a fake. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
Set up, 30 base. 55, Mike. Pick me up. Rock it.
A big spot now for the rookie lock. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Come on, look at me. Go. Switch up. Hey, switch gears. Go.
Lock to throw on 2nd down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Well, there was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Blocked. And it's knocked away and incomplete. A 4th and very long coming up. You're out of field goal range. I don't know that you can go for this.
Well, I know that you want to, right? You know that they want to say, hey, let's go for this. We've got the perfect play drawn up. Let's do it. But I wouldn't go for it either. I agree with you totally. You're only down 1 score. Punt it. Let your defense pick you up.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. A big play that time out of Chubb. 49 yards on the ground.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, Chubb going to get forward for only about a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They toss it left side to Chubb. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down, but they are in field goal range already.
Switch it, come on, switch it. Big ass. Jam. King.
Mayfield keeps it himself. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the 1st.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
He's checking. Hey, alert.
On the ground is Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Mayfield. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starter's telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Ready?
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be... And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The sack there by J.J. Watt.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Back to throw. Lock. Open man. That's Noah Fant, the tight end. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. To throw is Lock. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
Down. 70, Indy. Hey, team 6, team 6. Out. 3 down. Out. 55.
Lock to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Situation. Let's go. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Go. Smooth. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle.
Now Lock. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. One final try for Lock. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Browns, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Denver, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.